I don't really care if crop circles are made by humans or aliens, and by the end of this video, you won't care either. If you haven't heard, mysterious circles in grain fields have been showing up around the world since at least the 1600s. They have complex geometric designs which suggest that they're paranormal. We are going to walk through the geometry of a brand new crop circle from England that was reported on June 12, 2024, and was documented by the website Temporary Temples. They noted that there were at least a few days' growth in the circle, indicating that it was made a few days prior to the discovery. The documenters noted that there is a ring in the design that is too fine to walk through. Some crop circles beg the question, how are they made? Yes, I know that a pair of hoaxers named Doug and Dave claim that they made crop circles. If that's true, then they're great artists. Whoever is making these circles are skilled geometers and masterful technicians. We're going to draw the geometry of the most recent crop circle to demonstrate just how amazing these formations are. Even if it is a hoax, I love that they're teaching geometry. Isn't that beautiful? Geometry is simple and complex at the same time. It's a science and an art. All you need to know right now is that the ruler and the compass are fundamental tools. If I can draw the crop circle using the ruler and compass, then I know I've described a mathematical object. The technical term for this is Euclidean constructive geometry because it relates to geometry defined by Euclid, who was an ancient Greek geometer, and uses a constructive method of drawing, meaning we're constructing all of the designs off of a single known magnitude. Here is the final geometric design that we are going to draw. Here is the crop circle prepared for analysis. The first step is a little different than normal. I usually start with the entire figure, then divide the longest line in that figure. But here, I start with half the figure, and it's only because I'm trying to copy the printout exactly. I would need more room or a bigger page to start with a Vesica Pisces. Next, I draw a series of 5 circles that are the same size as the right half of the formation, which looks like an atom to me. Then I draw larger circles to set up the geometric framework that I'll use to draw the design. The framework that I use was taught to me in my dreams and is based on the intersection of 2 circles, which is called the Vesica Pisces. It enables me to bisect a line, which means to cut it in half. I can also cut the line in the golden ratio. These are the only techniques I use to draw the crop circle formation. I'm now drawing vertical lines that cut different segments of the horizontal line in half. I'm now adding in the last bisection lines at the right and left-hand side of the figure. I'm almost ready to draw the atom, but first I need to cut one of the bisections in the golden ratio in order to derive the size of the atom's center, which I'm drawing in the orange marker. Now that I've cut the line in the golden ratio, I can draw the atom's nucleus, its electrons, and the ring around the center. All of these figures are described using the bisection and the golden section of the initial magnitude of the figure. At this point, I can check my work against the printout. I can lay the pages together, then flip back and forth. They should be perfectly aligned because of the extra work I did in the first step. And they are, so we can move on with confidence. The left-hand side of the formation is composed of 5 circles that are of similar size, but are actually different sizes. The largest circle is the same size as the atom's nucleus. The circle to the left of the largest circle is the same size as the electrons, which means that they're in golden ratio to one another. The other 3 circles are also defined by the golden ratio of various segments of the horizontal line, which, as you might remember, were defined by bisection of the radius. I test again to make sure that I'm on the right track, and I am. I will set up those divisions of the main line by drawing the diagonals that cut the line in the golden section in the light purple marker. The final 3 circles are drawn in a similar way. The light purple lines set it up. I'm dividing the main line using the golden ratio, then bisecting those segments to find the center of the circles. Now the design is complete. Let's test it. I'm flipping back and forth between the printout and my drawing to make sure everything looks good. Another favorite test is to lay the pages out on top of each other, then shine a light through them to see if they line up. I'm darkening the printout circles to make it obvious. Now testing again, and they line up. The last step is to make the circles stand out a bit more, so I'm coloring them in with the orange marker. Notice how imperfect my circles are when I draw it by hand. I can't imagine making this design in grain 330 feet long with such precision that I even had a hard time matching it with my ruler and compass. The sheer skill it must take to design and place these circles is absolutely incredible. Just take a moment to appreciate the artistry. How do you think they made that fine ring around the atom's center? It's so fine that someone can't walk through it, and I don't see any footprints around it. Now, do you see why I don't care if Doug, Dave, aliens, or whoever made these circles? Who do you think made this circle, and why? Comment below what you think. If you want to learn more about anomalous geometry as a means of communication with alien or non-human intelligences, check out my video series, The Universal Language, or check out my book, Galithog the Gray's Field Guide to Anomalous Geometry. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, or share, as those simple actions that cost you nothing enable me to continue to produce these videos. The Earth and its people are marked with mysterious geometries that inspire dreams of aliens and journeys to the stars. The first step in creating a reality is imagining it. Thank you for dreaming the new Earth. May you dream well.